is wild. We've got another situation where a Boston police officer is being caught committing a crime. And this crime is specifically somewhat heinous. We're going to find out about it here. Check out from News 22 over there in Boston, and then we'll get into the full story. It's a police chief as well. Here we go.
The police chief in the Berkshire County town of Cheshire has been arrested on charges of soliciting sex for a fee. According to the Berkshire District Attorney's Office, 53-year-old Michael Alibosek was taken into custody in the parking lot of Hoosick Valley Middle and High School at around 9:45 last night after communicating online with an undercover state police detective. Following the arrest, he was relieved of duty and placed on paid administrative leave. An emergency select board meeting will be held tonight to appoint an acting chief. The former chief will be arraigned on Monday in Central Berkshire District Court.
Okay, so he's 53 and he was placed on paid leave. How do y'all feel about this? If you're out there in Cheshire, are you okay with him being on paid administrative leave? Do you think they should let it play out? Is he innocent till proven guilty? Let's go to Law and Crime and see the full story.
A Massachusetts police chief is nearly caught with his pants down after allegedly soliciting a woman for sex. Law and Crime obtained the criminal complaint that contains all the shocking details. This is Inside the Crime, presented by Law and Crime. I'm Elizabeth Milner.
Shout out to Elizabeth.
By the way, there's a reason Law and Crime is the go-to spot for true crime content. Just like there's a reason Morgan & Morgan is America's largest personal injury law firm. They have more than
shout out to Morgan & Morgan, but we're not doing the commercial.
Police chief was caught in the parking lot of a local school. But as always, there's a lot more to this story. Michael Alibosek was the police chief of the Cheshire Police Department, a position he's held since June of 2022. But now his career is in jeopardy. Let's dive into what police say happened. Last week on November 6th, a woman created an online ad. We don't know what website the ad was placed on, and there's a reason. This was all a part of an undercover operation. A UC or undercover officer placed the ad specifically on a site for independent escorts, agency escorts, and other adult service providers. The UC even used the app Callyo to set up undercover phone numbers to call or text potential offenders. But also on the flip side, law enforcement uses it to contact victims too. In this case, though, the UC got a text from a man who police say made his intention clear, and that man allegedly was Chief Alibosek. Those messages came in shortly before 9 p.m. on November 6. According to his criminal complaint, the messages marked in came from Michael. The messages marked out came from the woman who police say Michael had no idea was an undercover officer. Here's what they say according to police documents. Michael, you free for outcall? Undercover officer, yes. Michael, willing to come to Adams? Undercover officer, where in Adams? Michael, East Road, just over the Adams Cheshire line. Undercover officer, any chance you can come a little more south? Michael, really don't want to go out. It's okay if you don't want to come here. My daughter will be home at 10:30ish, so it has to be a quickie. Undercover officer, I just don't love just going to Rando's house. Ha ha ha, no offense. Any chance we can meet like down the road first or do a car date? Michael, if it's quick, we can meet at Hoosick, then maybe come to my house, but just need to be back and you out before my daughter gets home.
Good Lord. Come on, brother.
I live about a mile from the school. Undercover officer. Okay, I can do that. What services do you want so I can give you the price? What services do you want? Hoosick isn't far from me at all. Michael, just a half hour. Or do you want specifics? Undercover officer. Well, babes, price also depends on specifics. Michael, meet you by the football field parking lot. You're not LE, are you? Undercover officer. Hell no, I'm not risking getting in trouble. I'm on my way. Are you LE? Michael, okay, where are you coming from? Crazy. And I'll meet you there. Hell no. Undercover officer. Pittsfield Lanesboro line. Wait, you didn't tell me what you wanted. Michael, want to bend you over and F you. Undercover officer, ooh, bet, I'll meet you in 15. What kind of car will you be in? I'm driving a RAV4. Michael, Toyota pickup black. How far away are you? Undercover officer, currently 10 minutes. Michael, okay, just pulled in. Sure you don't just want to meet me at my house? It's 2 minutes up the road. Undercover officer, okay, I'm almost there.
Massachusetts, man, what y'all got going on?
Last message Michael allegedly sent to the woman was at 9:43 p.m. on November 6th. Around 9:45, officers arrived to the school in an unmarked car. When investigators drove through the parking lot, a black Toyota Tacoma pulled up. Officers told Michael to get out of the vehicle and, according to the complaint, placed him in handcuffs shortly after. This time, Michael was on the opposite side of the Miranda rights. Instead of reading them, they were being read to him. Michael
This is
reportedly
crazy.
claimed this was all a big misunderstanding. According to his complaint, he told officers he was on the website to begin with to try to get girls off the street. He claimed he met up with the women, talked to them, even bringing them food, and attempted
Smart.
to set them straight. He's claimed he's done this with about 4 or 5 women in the past. He claims the meetups aren't sexual. They are to get them on a straight line. According to court documents, the police chief claimed he discovered the escort website about a year ago. He met with a Russian woman from Pittsfield, another woman from Lenox, and that those specific women haven't been back on the site since, and that he hopes they're doing well. Michael allegedly told the officers he believes the women will corroborate his story. But there's a problem. He wouldn't have a way of getting a hold of them. The report noted Michael Ali Bozak is married with 2 kids. He pointed one of them out in the text messages. But he told the arresting officers his wife wouldn't approve of him meeting with these women. And the night he was arrested, she was actually in Boston for a work training. When officers searched Michael's car, they found more than $500 cash. Investigators believe they had enough to make an arrest, and they did. Michael was charged with soliciting sex for a fee. Following his arrest, he was relieved of duty and placed on administrative leave. His access to the police station and his police-issued firearm were seized. The town of...
I'm just confused as to why he's placed on administrative leave. Can anybody explain that? How was that decision made? If you got all this information, the police caught him red-handed, or as they say, caught with his pants down. What are we doing?
Cheshire even had to hold an emergency meeting to appoint an acting chief, and the matter had to be reported to the Massachusetts Post Commission. He's bailed out of jail since, and he pleaded not guilty to his charge. His attorney told NBC Boston he is going to be forwarding an aggressive defense that will dispute the charges. His defense team and our investigators are following up on information provided to us that I think will be very helpful to his defense and possibly will lead to an exoneration of him. He's a very solid citizen, and it's a shame that this charge took place. I understand that the DA and the state police have a job to do. We're also going to be aggressively defending him. We do have viable, very substantial defenses we're going to be raising. I'm joined now by criminal defense attorney Will Corman. Will, thank you so much for joining me today. I feel like, Will, it's pretty obvious that officials were going to put Michael Ali Bozak on administrative leave, but just reading through the criminal complaint, I was kind of like, wow, especially when he asked the woman/undercover officer if she was law enforcement. What stood out most to you kind of reading through his criminal complaint?
Well, one of the, I think, most troubling aspects of this is it's twofold. One is he keeps talking about the fact that the undercover officer needs to be gone by the time his daughter gets home. And I think that's particularly troubling. Here we have a gentleman who was the chief of police of a town, and he is bringing home what he thinks is a sex worker to his actual house, knowing full well that his daughter may be getting home any minute now. And that's troubling. It shows a compulsion. It shows an inability to even conform his conduct, despite the fact that he knows his daughter is coming home literally within any moment. He puts in the chat, you need to be gone by 10:30. My daughter is going to be home then. And he says it at least 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, desperate times, man. What do y'all think about this? I'm still stuck on the paid administrative leave. I want to know what y'all think about this in the comments in the chat. I'm sure we're going to see more about this story. I'll be interested to see how they're going to defend this, because with it being to law enforcement, I know we've seen this in history. And will he be able to really convince a jury once this goes to trial that he was doing it to try and help get girls off the street? If he hasn't showed a pattern of participating in this type of behavior, either way, I think it's going to be tough to prove. I want to know what y'all think in the comments in the chat.